Yes, Massive and crew, back once again with another video, and today we are going to talk about more tech videos. My name is The Busy Science, for those of you who don't know. I'm one of the pioneers of early jungle, blah blah blah, etc. And I want to talk about kit that was available back in my day and that you could still get now on eBay and buy, for those of you who want to start a retro studio and want to try doing it the analog old school way, etc. So without further ado, let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about a few modules, the outboard gear that you could get that was pretty cool back in the day, and I will mention the ones off the top of my head. Please feel free to comment down below if you want to throw in a few more to make this more of a community, guys. It's great when people comment on all the retro stuff that's out there, and it's great when people share their knowledge, because, you know, guys, you can read the after video down below, and you can interact and you can see what's popping. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here we go. So first of all, we got the JD-2080. This, for me, I had the JV-2080 back in the day. I bought mine from Japan. Japan's technology is amazing. I went to a place over there called Nippon Bash, and the only thing is I didn't like about Japan when I went over there is the fact that it was so far away, and I couldn't bring back enough stuff in my suitcase. The second-hand market over there is ridiculous, right? Their old hat is what we just got coming out now, and imagine you pick up a flipping second-hand JV out there. They were going for about $1,000 and change when they first come out, and I remember I picked up one half price out there, and I even got an effects card thrown in with it. JV-2080 is a great synth. It's expandable. You can get expansion cards for it. JV-2080 expansion, and the expansion cards cover the whirl of stuff. Look, house, you've got hip hop, you've got flipping effects, the world, and I think it holds quite a few cards. Comment down below if you know how many cards it has. It can take, but as you can see, there's a whirl of cards out for it, and I think these cards, if I remember like this slot in the front of it, there's like a card slot somewhere on the front right, and it's a very good synth. If you're in the recording game, what I used to like about the JV is it's got some very good contemporary sounds as well as the card sounds. So if you're doing hip hop, R&B, whatever music you're doing, as well as, you know, drum and bass, experimental sounds, techno, you name it, you've always got something in the JV. And the great thing is about it's multi-timbral with multiple outputs, so you can assign your outputs to your DAW. I recommend, if you've got a digital DAW nowadays, you know, I'd recommend getting a snake box, one of the snake boxes, which give you more outputs and stuff like that, so you can really kit out the ultimate studio. That's if you really wanted to do it that way. But you know what, back in the day we kept it simple. We had minimal stuff. We didn't have all that snake and all this business. But I'm only talking about now. You know, we done things simple, and simplicity is always the best way when it comes down to producing. Keep it simple, that's what people always say. But anyway, I don't want to rinse out the video. So we've got the JV-2080, you've got the JV-1080. I believe that's the earlier version of the JV series. Look, you've got, look at that, flipping hell, look. What's this? Super enhanced black. Lux PVA LED. Oh, this is just for the display. I was going to say 85 quid. You know, the price of outboard gear has shot up though. I'm going to lie. It used to be quite cheap, man. Like, this is what happens with things, isn't it? It's like it starts off cheap, and then over time, it starts off expensive, then over time the price drops down. Yeah, and then no one don't want it no more. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get rid of it, taking up too much space. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. Oh, I've got a whole garage full of that. Oh, I sold it all. Yeah, and then all of a sudden 10 years later, bang, it's all flipping big bucks. And it's like that almost with everything, with vinyl, with everything that we collect, man. Games, consoles. I mean, look at the flipping the retro games consoles. Some of them they're big. They're going for big bucks now. But yeah, we're not talking about games consoles anyway. So another one I had was Access Virus. Wait, if I was to buy a JV-2080, a JV-1080 now, let's have a look at this. 104 quid. Look at that. It's got the box with it. It's got a few scuffs and that. No big deal. But, you know, available now. Look, 15 bids. Look, people are on it, man, right now. It says, almost forgot, this particular unit includes the Roland JV-06 dance expansion board. This legendary ROM includes patches as spooky, which should use on every track you make, as well as a James Brown samples, blah blah blah, yada yada. So there you go. Look at that. Yeah, JV-2080 Access Virus. Right, I might more likely spell access wrong. Yeah, there you go. Access Virus. There's the red one. Look at that. No bids, 390. I mean, this has some really good bass lines. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but I remember Wookie had when he was doing the UK garage stuff, and he had that kind of bass line, that scrappy, that, you know, that kind of dong 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 me line. I think some of that came out of something similar. I know you can make sounds like that on this. Whether it's this or not, I couldn't tell you 100%. But yeah, bad boy synth, man. Bad boy for bass lines, definitely. Comment down below if you use this for anything else. Look at these. This is bucks, man. Look at this. It's indigo, man. This is for guys who like experimenting with synthesis, twiddling knobs, making new sounds. Speaking of which, Arturia have a new synthesizer called the Emulator, which they were kind enough to give me a license on. So I'm going to do a video on that soon. Smash the like button if you want to see a review on this. On this, it's a retro synthesizer. It reminds me of these kind of bits and pieces. Check it out, guys. Comment down below if you want to see that as well. And also, let's see what else we got. So Access Virus. What was the other one? Oh yeah, don't forget. Like this one here was one that I always wanted. Right? It is a what's it bloody called? I can't remember now. JD-800. Oh my days, man. JD-800. Look, flipping now. Look at this. 2K, man. This, I know Reinforced Records used to have one of these. Mannix and, you know what I mean? The Ego and all them, man, they had one of this. And boy, man, JD-800. This was the bad boy, man. It's got some real nice sounds. There's like Brain Crew, Symphony. The string on the beginning of Symphony was that. I haven't. Is there a flipping? Is there a software version of this about anyone? Does anyone know if there's a software version of this available? Right, because I know I've got a collection of sounds from the synthesizer on disc, where I've done my little chumps in and doodling about on it. But I've not. I'm not seen a JD-800 software synth. So comment down below, guys, because boy, that is Wonga. There, look, there's a ROM card set, 85 quid. JD patches, you know, in the JD-800 patches in SysX format, 7 quid. What's SysX? You know, I need to look into that. You know, I never really got into that whole SysX thing. Look, keys. Look, you buy a flipping new alternator for it, new flipping, you know what I mean? Flipping radiator for it and all that. Look, they got some pads and all that. Bloody look, what? Boy, I might have to make mine available, mate. Seriously, I've got a unique collection of JD-800 sounds out there. I might go for a little retro pack. Flipping hell, mate. Yeah, so JD-800, yeah, that's a nutty one. That is a nutty one. Remember nutty one. Shout out to you, mate. Okay, so we got Soundcraft portfolio. We've got Alesis Microverb. Yes, don't forget your Alesis Microverb. I know we talk about modules today, right? But until next one comes to me, I'll give you a shout on that. So Alesis Microverb. Oh, look, there you go. 50 quids, mate. Look. But the one I remember most of all, see, they look alright though. The one I remember most of all is the Alesis Multiverb. Let me see if there's a big jump in price now. ALISIS Multi. spelled Alesis wrong, by the way. A-L-E-S-I-S. A-L-E. Alesis. Yeah, microverb. Quadraverb. Look at the price. See, when the name, see what it is, the difference between that and that, I think, is the names. They've, you know, these are the same bit of kit pretty much. And look how the price has shot up. You can see this one's a bit more basic, whereas the other one is a bit more programmable. It's got digital display and stuff like that. But you know, like I say, if you get a good outboard mixer, right, to be honest, you don't really need to go for all the multi-verb stuff. You've got built-in sweet as a nut, built-in stuff. I had one of these similar. This is actually different, I think. Art one, yeah, multi-verb alpha. It's a different one to what I had. I sold mine. Yeah, good little reverb. Right, so yeah, not getting to reverb. Let me think what else. Comment down below if you remember any old retro synths. Oh, don't forget the Juno 106. How much do they go for now? Oh my god. What is going on? You know what, guys? To be honest, Roland Cloud, hint hint, you know, if you want to check out some of these old retro kits without spending, because by the time, look, Roland Cloud, look how much some of their retro gear's going for. And to be quite honest, right, Roland Cloud has got a lot of flipping new synths in there, a lot of old school synths, and for the 20 quid a month, right? I know a lot of people gonna cuss me for saying this, but like, you know, I know you don't own it outright. You know, that might be something that Roland could think about, that, you know, after a year you can pick one that you own outright or whatever until you own the lot, and then you can dunk it. But you know, Roland, look at Roland's kit, man. Even the Roland Alpha, is it an Alpha Juno, all these old schools. Look at that, 510. By the time you buy like 20 Roland synths, man, boy, you could have save up and buy that. You could have just got Roland Cloud and be done with it. So Roland's made that really good. It'd be nice to be able to just buy it outright like Cubase for 300 quid or whatever, but you know, obviously Roland knows what they're doing and what their deal is. But look at these prices, man. Roland, I know the Alpha Juno, is it Juno 106, one of these Junos there's got the Mentasm sounds in it, I believe. I don't think it's one of these ones. I used to have this other Roland keyboard, Roland Juno. I think it's just a Juno. Try the Juno 6. No. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that in another video because it's gonna take up too much time. Roland Juno. Let me just put Roland Juno. No, not that. It's like a, I know the one. I can't remember. There it is. This one. Roland. Bloody hell. Juno 1 is going for 700 squid. Holy moly. Nah, man, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. See, nah. Better off writing to Roland and begging them to put that in the flipping Roland Cloud. Look at this. Oh my god. But it's a classic bit of synth, and if you've got the space and you've got the money, then why not? You know what I mean? To be honest, I mean, everyone for their own, innit? I'd rather flipping buy one of them and put it on the wall than have a gold chain around it. You know what I mean? But guys, comment down below, let me know what you want to see next. Window shopping, what should we look at? Guys, thank you so much for your support. If you're enjoying the channel, please like, share, subscribe, smash the like button, turn on notifications, press the join button, flipping become a patron. Also all totally appreciated. I know these times are rough, guys, and you know, just glad to be doing what I enjoy the most right now in this current day and time. So guys, I just want to say thank you very much. Take care. God bless. Peace.